Welcome back, guys. In the last session, we have just created all the pages, okay? Login page, register page, user page, and the logout page, even the home page, okay? So right now we are in the login page right now, okay? And home page, this is the, let me just come back to the home page, okay? And this is the home page right now. And in the previous videos, I just showed you, like we have not created any route for this particular home homepage link. Okay, so what you can do is, see here for the login, register, user page and logout page, we have used the actual route which we have mentioned inside app.py file in individual function name. So this is the route for login, this is the route for register, this is the route for user. And suppose if you have something like this, okay, then what you can do is you can use the function's name. Okay, so let me just copy that function's name that is called as home page. Okay, let's come to the home page right now. Okay, and if you want to create a link for the home page, then again I'm going to use a double curly braces like this, and then I'm going to use the URL underscore for. Okay, and here in single quotes you will have to mention the function's name like this. Okay, so this becomes the route for the home page. So let me just copy that. Okay, and very quickly save this file, go to the login page, and here inside the href just let's paste that. Okay, and let's rectify those mistakes. Let me save it. Let's come to the register, and here also let's remove that hash symbol from the home link and paste it over here. Let's save it, and let's go to the user.html page, and here also for the home link. Okay, let's paste that one. Okay, so right now we have mentioned the home page functions name as the login route. Okay, so let me come back to the login page. So this is the login page right now, and from login page, when I'm click on home page, as you can see we are coming back at the home page right now. So let me go to the user page, and from there let me click on the home page and we'll be here. Okay, so next thing for us to do right now is, okay, as the entire front end part and the back end front end part is complete, okay, we need to create a back end part for this one. Okay, the database which it is going to get connected to. Okay, so for this you'll have to have uh, either MySQL or SQLite installed in your system. Okay, so once after it is installed, okay, in the root directory itself, okay, I'll just click on this empty space and create a new file. Okay, this is going to be the SQL file. So let me simply say it as schema dot, and its extension should be SQL. Okay, so inside this one I'm going to write the SQL query to just create a table. Okay, so first see guys, I just have to register. Okay, first so in order to logging into this application, so first page we are going to go in this application is the register page, from where the user will register using a form which we are going to submit over here. So right now we don't have a register form for our register page. Okay, but first let us create the backend for that. Okay, so let me write the SQL query to creating a table inside the SQL database. Okay, so I'm going to say create table users. Okay, I'm going to open and close a curly brace like this, and inside this curly brace, okay, let us come outside and give the semicolon like this, and here inside this one first I'm going to create a column called as id, which is going to be an integer type. So I'm going to mention it like this: integer integer type. Okay, and it is going to be the primary key of this particular application SQL, and it is going to auto increment on its own. Okay, so this is the first column which we have mentioned, which is ID. Then I'm going to take the name of the user, and this is going to be a text, and it is going to be a not null. Okay, the user cannot leave this particular column as empty. Then again I'm going to ask for the password of the particular user, and I'm going to keep it as text, and I'm going to say this is also not null, and give a comma at the last. And here I'm going to mention whether he's like an expert user or what. Okay, so I'm just simply going to say expert. Okay, I'm going to have a column called as expert, which is going to be a boolean value, and that also we have to mention, so we cannot leave it as null. So let's keep it like this. And the admin, whether he's the admin. Okay, so that also let us keep it as boolean and not null values. Okay, so right now we have just created a, okay, a SQL file inside the root directory of our application, and this file, okay, we are going to use to create a table called as users, in which I'm going to take ID, name, password, expert, or he's the admin of this particular application. Okay, now what we need to do is we need to create a database inside the SQL folder, okay, where SQL is installed in your particular file system or in your computer. Okay, now what you need to do is go to your command prompt. Okay, go to your command prompt and first press Control C, and it is going to stop the application. Okay, so right now it is not stopping for some reason. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll open up a fresh command prompt. Okay, if something goes wrong like this, you can go like this. Okay, so what you can do is you first have to navigate to the folder where you want to create this particular database. Okay, so right now I am inside my H drive, okay, where I'm going to create this particular database, okay, using this file called as schema.sql, which I have just created. So let me just go to that particular folder. Okay, and here let us type cd, then give space. So this is the folder location. See this folder location. Okay, this is the one where we need to be. Okay, here I'm going to create that database. Okay, here I'm going to create a database. Okay, so first what I will have to do is I will have to navigate to this particular folder. Okay, and then type this particular command. See, first of all, you have to have SQLite 3 installed in your system, so you just have to say SQLite 3. Okay, then give space. Okay, then you have to mention the database name which you want to create. Okay, so let me just keep it as user underscore authentication, okay, .db. Okay, see, this is the database name which I want to create. Okay, and this has to, in this database, okay, I'm going to use this square bracket. Okay, give space and feed this schema.sql file. Okay, schema dot sql. Okay, because it already has a code to create a table inside MySQL database. Okay, so right now you just have to press enter. Okay, and as you can see, it has successfully created a user authentication, okay, database, okay, which we'll be using for this particular application. Okay, and right now uh, let me just say like this. Okay, let me just say SQLite 3. Okay, so as you can see, you'll be inside that particular SQLite. Okay, so now we just say schema dot schema, enter. Okay, and dot tables, enter. Okay, and it says sorry, dot bles. Okay, spelling was wrong. Okay, so as you can see right now, I don't think we have got any kind of table right now. Okay, schemas schema. Okay, so let's try that one out once. Okay, so let me just close this file. Okay, so right now here we have our database ready with us. Okay, so user authentication.db. Okay, now let me just minimize this for time being, and this is the user page, so let me just close this one. Login page also let me close, HTML page also, and CSS file is also not required, so let me close it from this right side tab. Okay, so we have our user underscore authentication.db. Okay, now what we need to do is we need to create a file. Okay, we need to create a file. Okay, there I'm going to mention, okay, you have to go to this user underscore authentication database, and you have to connect to a database, okay, which we have just created. Okay, which we are going to create. Okay, so let us create a database file. So let me just create a let me just click on this option and say a file called as database.py. So let me say database.py file. So let me hit enter, and this file will be having a code to get the database or to connect to a database. Okay, so let me just create a function called as a connect underscore to database. Okay, like this. Okay, and in order to connect to a database, first of all, you will have to import SQLite 3. Okay, so this is the first requirement. Okay, now once you are there, okay, you just have to say SQLite 3 dot connect is the function to connect to a database. So that we are going to mention here, okay, in single quotes or double quotes, and we'll store that inside a variable. So I'll simply name it as SQL is equal to SQLite3 dot connect, okay, which is going to connect to that particular database which is present, okay, in that particular user authentication folder. Okay, so let me come show that folder to you. Okay, so this is the folder location, so let me just copy that and paste it over here. Okay, and first you will have to change all the backward slashes to forward slash. So let me write it like this. Okay, and at the last, okay, at the last you will have to mention, okay, the database name, okay, which you want to create to connect to. So this is the database name. Okay, so you will have to say user underscore authentication dot db. Okay, here at the last. Okay, so let me just come here to the file and say user underscore authentication dot db. Okay, see, this is the file, okay, database file which is going to get created. Okay, and the next line what you have to do is, okay, inside this database all the values, okay, I want it row wise. Okay, I want it row wise. So what we are going to do is, here you're going to say to the SQL, the variable which you have taken, okay, dot, and there is an inbuilt function called as a row factory. Okay, I'm going to use that, and this SQLite 3, okay, on this 3 I'm going to call a class called as row. Okay, so it's going to be mentioned like this, and this function, okay, this function is going to return, okay, return your SQL value, okay, SQL variable. Okay, see, this is how we are going to say connect me to this particular database, okay, which we have just created, okay, which we have just created. Okay, and just like this, okay, this function will connect to a database. Okay, and now I'm going to create one more function, okay, to know whether which database it got created to. Okay, so I'll say get the database. Okay, I'm going to create a one more function called as get database. Okay, and if there is no database, such database, okay, still yet created, I'll say like this, if okay, if there is a, if there is, I'll first use the not operator. Okay, has attribute. Okay, if I'll say has attribute, okay, called as SQLite, okay, underscore db. Okay, see, if there is no SQLite database, okay, I'm saying if it does not has an attribute called as SQLite database, okay, then what we need to do, then we need to first connect to a database. Okay, then connect to a database and return that database to us. Okay, but that connection part who is going to do? Okay, that connection part is going to do, okay, by a global variable which is called as g, small letter g. Okay, so this g I will import it in my app.py file. Okay, now in database.py file, okay, all I have to do is I'll have to come inside the hash has attribute function and say g. Okay, it's like saying to g whether you have this database with you or not. Okay, if it's there, okay, if it's not there, okay, then what you need to do? Okay, then I'll say g dot, okay, in this SQLite underscore db, okay, you just call the connect to database function and you're going to get a database called as SQL database. Okay, so this function needs to be called, that's it. Okay, so this function, okay, I'll call it here. Okay, and you're going to get the database. Okay, so let me come here, and let us import that also. Import, let me say like this, from Flask import G as well. Okay, sorry, I have to say from Flask. Okay, so we have imported that G also. Okay, and this function, okay, when G gets that particular database, okay, it is going to return you G dot SQLite DB, small letter DB. Okay, so we have both the functions with us, get database and connect to a database. Okay, now all you have to do is in your app.py file, you will have to import those two statements as well. Okay, so first let me write it like this. Okay, I will say here at the top. So let's come here at the top. Okay, here, see, we have created a file called as database.py. So we'll have to say like this, from database. Okay, from database, that is the file name. Okay, we are going to import, okay, two functions. Okay, one is that get database, get database, and another one is connect underscore to database. So let's come to the app.py file and say get underscore database, okay, then comma, connect to database. Okay, so both the functions right now are imported in app.py file. Okay, so let's save it. Okay, now the next step, okay, next step is to write the register code. Okay, next step is to write the register code. Okay, but first inside our register.html file, okay, so we don't have any kind of form where we will fill our details like username and password, and we'll submit it and store it inside the database. Okay, so in the next video we are going to develop this register page first. Okay, then connect to the database and send some values inside the database. Okay, so thank you very much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next ones.